Lo and behold, when we do our research, and people do this, in 7 days of going all in, at the end of 7 days, their body looks like, genetically, with all the metabolites, that they're literally in a different environment. Here's the weird part. They're in a ballroom.
Right.
There's not a lot happening in a ballroom.
Right.
What's happening in a ballroom? I've been to thousands of ballrooms.
Yeah.
But the environment somehow looks like they're living in a very prosperous, very healthy, very loving, nurturing, very whole environment. Why? Because they were signaling genes ahead of the environment. And if the environment signals the gene, okay, that's epigenetics. The end product of the experience in the environment is an emotion. If you feel the emotion before the experience, you're signaling the gene ahead of the environment. And genes make proteins. And proteins are responsible for the structure and the function of your body.
Look at Jack, by the way. I like that. Look at that muscle over here.
The expression of proteins is the expression of life. So you actually become abundant. You actually become that person. And people who are truly abundant have no problem with losing things.
I was going to ask you next was, let's say you make $1 million in your business, but then you invested a lot in the stock market or whatever, and then half of it goes away overnight.
Who doesn't have that happen?
Right.
Every abundant person has that happen.
Right.
And their response is minimal.
So what should people be thinking when they lose a lot of money or they lose